Mr. Lee was born in Columbus, Ohio, and his parents grew up next door to each other. When he was 12, they moved to New York City. His dad had a job with Willys Overland. They had to ride around in Central Park to display this automobile. They had to have somebody that could keep it running. And then I don't know at what age he moved to Kansas City, and his dad was in business with Greenlease. It was called Greenlease Lead then. Mr. Lead went to Kansas 2 years, and he graduated from University of Nebraska. Of course, they never even heard of him, he wasn't that good a student. When they came to Omaha, the Buick dealership was his and his only. They had an apartment, and it was still in existence when he passed away. Mr. Lead always considered Omaha his home, though. When I came to work for him, he had been an automobile dealer for years, but we didn't have any cars. That was the end of the war. So he had a company called Lead Precision Tool, and we made wing nuts and a little spool that went someplace in the motors of planes. And then as the war ended and we got cars again, he was always an idea man. He always had something new. So we had our own finance company, we had our own insurance company. So although basically the business was the auto business, we did all those other things. And in 1958, he didn't think that Buick made a good car anymore, and that's when he got out of the automobile business. And he and his mother had visited in Las Vegas, and he thought that the town was similar and the growth was going to be similar as it was in Florida. But we came here and invested in land. We ended up then, we built 79 houses, and we built a shopping center and a 100-unit motel on the Strip. And when we rode around in the land we bought in a four-wheel drive, and we would always look for where there were power lines and where there were going to be streets. And so I did have a sense of the value of the land and what we were doing. In his lifetime, only sold one piece of land in Las Vegas, and that was to prove to people in Omaha he hadn't lost his mind. He wasn't a man that acted like he had money. I said he used to have a Howard Hughes syndrome because he never had any money in his pocket. I'm not saying he didn't live well, but he was not show off with money. He lived at the Tropicana for something like, I think, 15 years. He left no instructions, no living relatives, and so it's kind of sad in a way that a family just disappears, isn't it? That there are no survivors at all. Indirectly, although the decisions are mine, I think he was there looking over my shoulder, and I think he would have been pleased, because there are lots of things that have his name on them, and they all have that plaque honoring his mother and father. He was always conserving and earning money to do what his vision was in memory of his parents, which is really what it was. That's what the Lead Foundation is.